A Rebecca Minkoff leather crossbody sat on a TJ Maxx rack for $27. A small chain bag that fills the exact same role as a Saint Laurent cape that runs over $2,000. That's not a knockoff, and it's not a coincidence. A former TJX manager of 15 years went public confirming the bags are genuine because the company is one of the largest buyers of designer handbags on earth, scooping up excess inventory and canceled orders straight from the brands. 7 bags in that store quietly rival $500 designer names, and 3 are traps dressed up to look like steals. Today we're sorting exactly which is which. Here's the part that separates the women who score from the women who get burned. Every genuine deal in that store shares one thing, and every trap hides the same tell. Once you can spot the difference, you'll never overpay or get fooled on that rack again. Tell me in the comments what your best TJ Maxx bag find has ever been. I want to hear the real steals. Number 7. The Rebecca Minkoff leather crossbody. Start with the small bag that punches far above its price. Rebecca Minkoff builds genuine leather goods with quiet, grown-up branding, and TJ Maxx regularly carries the crossbodies for a fraction of retail, sometimes under $30. What you get is real leather, a proper turnlock or chain strap, and a compact, elegant shape that works from a workday straight into dinner. Fashion editors have pointed out that a small Rebecca Minkoff chain bag fills the same wardrobe slot as a designer piece costing thousands, without the anxiety of carrying something you're terrified to scratch. Understated leather always reads more expensive than a logo-covered canvas. But the next bag is a genuine icon you'll find hanging there in every color. Number 6. The Longchamp Le Pliage. This one turns up more often than people expect, and it's a legitimate classic. The Le Pliage is the nylon and leather-trimmed tote that folds flat, weighs almost nothing, and refuses to die, spotted on everyone from royalty to models for 2 decades. TJ Maxx stocks it in a rotating range of colors at a real discount off the brand's own price. The leather trim is genuine, the build is honest, and the thing survives years of school runs, commutes, and flights without complaint. It doesn't shout, which is precisely why it reads as quietly expensive. A timeless bag that never dates has a cost per use of almost nothing. Still, the next find gives you full leather structure for a shocking price. Number 5. The Coach Pebbled Leather Bag. Coach is where the value gets serious, because the brand built its name on leather goods that last. TJ Maxx frequently carries Coach crossbodies and satchels well below the $200 to $300 you'd pay at a Coach store, and the pebbled leather styles in particular are the ones to grab. Pebbled leather hides scratches, resists scuffing, and ages beautifully, which makes it close to bulletproof for an everyday bag. The hardware is solid, the stitching is clean, and the classic silhouettes never fall out of style. This is a genuine designer leather bag doing a designer's job for a fraction of the price. When the leather is real and the construction is proper, the discount is the only thing that's fake. And the next brand offers that same quality with a bolder, more colorful personality. Number 4. The Kate Spade Leather Satchel. Kate Spade is the pop of personality on this list, and TJ Maxx is one of the best places to find it affordably. The brand's leather satchels and crossbodies normally retail between $200 and $500, and they turn up on that rack for a fraction of it, often well under $150. What you're getting is sturdy, reliable leather construction with that signature splash of color and playful detail that brightens a whole outfit. These are practical, classic shapes underneath the fun exterior, built for real daily use rather than a single season. A colorful leather bag that actually lasts is a rare and worthwhile thing. But the next find is the one seasoned shoppers hunt for hardest. Quick pause. If this is already changing how you'll shop that store, tap subscribe, because the top 3 are where the genuinely dramatic value sits, and the 3 to skip are ones people grab constantly. Number 3. The Marc Jacobs Tote. Marc Jacobs is where TJ Maxx starts feeling like a genuine treasure hunt. The brand runs everything from subtle, elegant totes to bold, logo-forward crossbodies, and the more understated leather pieces are the ones worth chasing here. frequently landing well below their $200 to $400 retail. The leather is substantial, the hardware feels weighty and expensive, and the structured shapes hold up as everyday workhorses. The trick is to skip the loudest logo bags and reach for the quieter leather styles, because those are the ones that read as expensive rather than trendy. Restraint is what makes a designer bag look truly luxurious. Yet the next find is where the discounts stop making any sense at all. Number 2, the genuine luxury house find. Here's the one that sounds impossible until it happens to you. TJ Maxx genuinely carries pieces from real luxury houses like Gucci, Versace, and Mansur Gavriel at discounts that look like pricing errors. Reporting has confirmed shoppers finding Mansur Gavriel boots at half their retail and Versace accessories at up to 40% off. And the handbags surface the same way, straight from canceled orders and overstock. These are the actual brands, not alternatives, sitting on a metal rack beside the everyday stuff. It's wildly inconsistent and it's a hunt, but the wins here are enormous. Ask staff whether your local store carries a runway or premium section, because not every location does. And the next find delivers luxury looks through sheer design rather than a famous name. Number 1, the Dooney & Bourke, or Margot New York leather bag. Here's the smartest buy in the whole store, and it's almost anonymous. Real leather bags from solid, less hyped makers like Dooney & Bourke and Margot New York show up constantly, in full-grain leather, at prices that dip under $100 for bags that retailed at $300 and beyond. One longtime shopper described buying a Margot New York bag originally over $300 for under $100, and loving that it was soft and actually smelled of real leather. That's the whole secret. A well-made leather bag with no loud logo does everything a $500 designer bag does, looks quietly expensive, and lasts for years, precisely because you paid for the leather instead of the name. When the hide is genuine and the price is a third of retail, the logo was never the point. This is the bag you buy without a second thought. Number 3 to skip, the made-for-outlet bag. Now the warnings, because not everything on that rack is a win. Some brands manufacture a cheaper line specifically to sell through discount channels, and it was never in a full-price store at all. The tells are subtle but consistent: stiff, plasticky leather, lightweight hollow hardware, uneven stitching, and no original retailer tag showing a real starting price. It looks like a bargain because a familiar name is on it, but you're buying a lesser product built down to a price point. A famous logo on a cheaply made bag is still a cheaply made bag, and the next trap is even easier to fall for. Number 2 to skip, the bag with no leather on the tag. Here's the flat rule that saves you the most regret. Turn the tag over, and if it says man-made materials, polyurethane, or simply refuses to specify, put it back no matter how good it looks on the shelf. That's plastic-coated fabric, and it will crack, peel, and flake at the corners within a year or two, and it can't be repaired once it goes. The whole reason to shop this store is real materials at unreal prices. So a $40 faux bag is not a deal, it's just a slower way to waste money. Buy the leather or buy nothing. Which leaves the most tempting trap of all. Number 1 to skip, the too cheap luxury bag. This one demands real caution. If a bag from a major luxury house is priced at a tiny fraction of what it should be, and something about the stitching, the hardware, or the logo feels even slightly off, slow down. Genuine overstock is discounted, but it isn't reduced to nothing, and counterfeits have been known to slip into busy resale and discount channels. Compare it against the brand's own website, examine the stitch quality and the serial, and if anything feels wrong, walk away. A fake at a discount is still a total loss, no matter how convincing the price feels. Real value never has to rush you into a decision. There's one thing that matters more than any single bag on this list. Every find in that store, the steals and the traps alike, comes down to a 2-second check you can do before it ever reaches your cart, and it tells you instantly whether you're holding genuine value or an expensive mistake. Almost nobody bothers to do it, which is exactly why the same shoppers keep getting burned. I break that exact check down in the next video, so watch it before your next TJ Maxx run. It's on your screen right now.